Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kate from Mindful Knots. In today's tutorial I will teach you all how to make two different types of scrunchies. One is a chunky and oversized and the other is a regular sized one. I will be using different sized hooks and yarn for each one. The materials are listed above or in the description box. We will start with the oversized scrunchie using a 6.5mm hook and weight 5 yarn. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. Okay, to begin you will create a slip knot. So you will fold the yarn onto itself like this. And then you will twist the yarn to create a little loop and then come in through the back of that loop. And then grab your shorter strand and pull through the loop. Once you have your loop, you'll insert your hook and make that loop a little smaller on the hook there. To begin, we will chain up 18. To chain, you will go under the yarn and then hook it and pull through the loop on your hook. And that leaves you with one loop, and that is your first chain. So you will do that 18 times. You just did one, so you'll do another 17. To chain again, you will go under the yarn and hook it and pull through the loop on your hook. You will continue doing so until you have 18 chains, and then I will meet you guys back. Okay, so once you have 18 chains, what you will do is work back along the chain you just created. So we will start by single crocheting in the second chain from the hook. So the second chain from the hook is 1, 2, so this is the second chain. To single crochet into the second chain, you'll just insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, so you'll go under the yarn and hook it, pull through the chain, and that leaves you with 2 loops on your hook. So then you'll go under the yarn and hook it one more time and pull through the 2 chains, leaving you with 1, and that is a single crochet. So you'll just insert 1 single crochet into each of the chains all the way down the chain there. I'll do the next one with you again, so you'll insert your hook through the next chain. You'll yarn over, so you'll go under the yarn and hook it, pull through the chain, leaving you with 2 loops on your hook. So then you'll yarn over and hook it again and pull through the 2 loops. You will just insert 1 single crochet into each of the chains. By the end of the chain, you should have 17 single crochets altogether. Okay, so I'm at the last chain there, so I'm going to insert my last single crochet. And that's what it should be looking like right now. So next what we'll do is actually turn our work around like this, and we will be working back along the single crochet row we just created. We will begin by chaining up 1, so you'll go under the yarn and hook it and pull through the loop on your hook, and that is a chain. That does not count as a stitch. In this first single crochet, you'll just insert 1 single crochet into that first stitch, so you'll insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, 2 loops on your hook there, so then you'll yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So you're just going to insert 1 single crochet into each of the stitches. And that is the pattern for this scrunchie. So you're just going to repeat this same row right now. So you'll just chain up 1 and then single crochet into each of the stitches. Turn your work and do the same thing. You'll chain up 1 and then insert a single crochet into each of the stitches. Each of the rows should have the same stitch count, so each row will have 17 stitches. Okay, so I did that row for 47 rows, and this is what it should be looking like. For size reference, this is 6.5 by 14.5 inches. Okay, so now what you'll do is put it back on your hook there. And what you're going to do is actually just fold it in half. You'll bring both of these edges together, and you're essentially creating like a little tube. We have a little visitor here. Okay, so what we'll do is once these two edges are together, we are going to either sew or slip stitch these edges together. Okay, so what you'll do is just go into that first stitch on the other side of the panel there, insert your hook, and then go to the correlating stitch on the back panel there and insert your hook. You'll yarn over, pull through both of the panels there and your loop on the hook, leaving you with one loop on your hook, and that is a slip stitch. So that's what you'll do to combine these two edges together. You'll go into the next stitch. Then you'll find the correlating back stitch there, insert your hook, then you'll yarn over, pull through both the panels and your loop on the hook there. So you're just going to continue doing that until these two edges are combined. So this is what it should be looking like. You're going to have it open on both sides there, like a little tube. Okay, so what you'll do is you're going to cut a very long tail. And then you're going to cut it. Okay, so to secure this row of slip stitches, what you'll do is just yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook and pull all the way through. Pull your really long tail all the way through that loop there. And then you're just going to pull very tightly. And that will secure that row there. So now you're going to grab your ponytail with the seam facing outward and your long tail at the top there. What you're going to do is take your ponytail and go all the way around your piece. Okay? See how it's all the way around it? You're going to situate it right in the middle there. And then you're going to flip this bottom part up. And then kind of press together the two sides there. Okay, so that's going to essentially be your scrunchie. So now all that's left to do is take your really long tail and sew together both of these sides so that it situates around the ponytail in the middle. So what you'll do is get a yarn needle and thread up your yarn. Okay, so once your yarn needle is threaded up, what you're going to do is do your best to try to match the rows together. And then you're just going to insert your hook, go through both of the panels there, both the top and the bottom, and just pull all the way through. Alright, see what I'm doing there? You'll insert your hook through the front or bottom there, and then go up to the back or top there. Thread it through both, and then just pull. Alright, and then always go in through the same side. So I went in through this side, and I'll come out through the back over here. And then you'll just continue this process until you have sewn together this whole entire side. Or until you have sewn together all the way around, I should say. And then you can already see the scrunchie shape start to happen right now. And then see, as you're sewing, it connects the two right there. So you'll just continue this all the way across. Okay, so I've sewn it all the way around, so now that it's completely combined, what you will do to fasten off is the little tail from the other side, from the beginning, the very beginning, it should be poking out somewhere, and it should about line up wherever you stopped at. So what you'll do is just simple knot those. I like to double knot mine. And then you'll take your hook, go in between the layers here, see how it's not sticking out on this side? You'll come up and stick your hook wherever those strings are at. Just kind of get it as close as you can, feel around, poke it out there. And then what you'll do is just kind of hook it and pull through so that it kind of tucks down in there. And then you'll just trim off your excess here. Okay, so your extra large scrunchie is complete. We will now go ahead and jump into the next scrunchie where we will be changing our hook size and yarn size. For the smaller scrunchie, I'm using a sport weight yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. Okay, so to begin, I will chain up 17. And then I will single crochet into the second chain from the hook, so that's 1 and then 2, so I'll insert my hook through the second chain, yarn over and pull through the chain. There's two loops on your hook there, so then you'll yarn over again, pull through the 2 loops, leaving you with 1 loop on your hook, and that is a single crochet. So what you'll just do is insert 1 single crochet into each of the stitches. By the end of the chain here, you should have 16 single crochets all together. Okay, so I have 16 stitches there. So now what we'll do is actually turn our work and work back along the stitches we just created there. So then we will chain up 1. That does not count as a stitch. And then in that first stitch there, you will insert a single crochet. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then you'll just insert 1 single crochet into each of the stitches until the end of the row. And that's what you'll do for this scrunchie pattern. You'll just chain up 1, turn your work, and then insert 1 single crochet into each of the stitches. Okay, so you will single crochet until you have 73 rows. For a size reference, it is 14 inches by 3.5. And then you're going to do the same thing, so you're going to sandwich it together. And then you're going to slip stitch these 2 panels together. Okay, so once you have the slip stitch together, you just created a headband looking thing essentially. So what you'll do is, like the previous scrunchie, you're going to leave a very long tail. This one you are going to leave a longer tail than the other one because I'm going to show you a little detail that you can do to make it look a little different. Okay, so I recommend leaving about 2.5 yards of yarn still attached. Okay, so now you'll take your ponytail, and that's still on the hook there, so we'll just leave it. We'll put this through here, and then we'll put it around the whole entire thing. Just kind of smash it in there like that, and kind of put it up towards the middle. So what you'll do again is you'll take the bottom here. Alright, so you'll take the bottom there and then you'll fold it up towards the top. Then you'll do that all the way around. Set this down there. And yeah, so you'll just kind of fold everything inwards. Or outwards, however you look at it. Just kind of fold it around the ponytail. It's kind of wonky right now, but it will situate itself and it will start looking like a scrunchie once we combine the two panels. So, you'll put your hook back on the loop there. And then you'll do the same thing as you did the other scrunchie, but instead of slip stitching, we will single crochet. So what we'll do is insert our hook through the front panel and then the correlating stitch in the back there. Line it up as best you can. Once your hook is through both of the panels, you'll yarn over, pull through both. Then you have 2 loops on your hook, so then you'll yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. And that is a single crochet. So that's what you'll do. You'll just insert 1 single crochet into each of the stitches, or sides of the stitches I should say, and then you'll just do that all the way around, and that's how you'll combine this scrunchie. It's going to leave a nice finished looking edge there. So yeah, you'll just do that all the way around and combine these two to kind of sandwich it around the ponytail. Okay, so you'll go through the first panel, back panel, yarn over, pull through both, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Do that all the way around and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I single crocheted all the way around and it is completely together now and it looks like a scrunchie. So to fasten off, what we'll do is just yarn over and pull through, pull tightly. And then just like the previous scrunchie, you should meet up with the tail from the very beginning. And I like to double knot it just so it's really secure there. And then with your hook, you will insert it through the middle. And then kind of poke it out at the top there by the 2 strands, and then hook it and pull through to hide it in the scrunchie there. Okay, so then you'll just trim your excess and then your second scrunchie is done there. This one's a little bit more smaller and kind of a delicate one, more for like an everyday use, so I hope you guys enjoyed that one as well. I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial and I will see you next time.